Welcome students again into the chemistry class of 11th science. Now we are learning from the last few lectures the chemical equilibria chapter number 12. Into that we already learned about the equilibrium constant, law of mass action, what is equilibrium, how the equilibrium is attained into the reversible reaction. All these things we already learned. Now let us learn about the homogeneous and heterogeneous equilibria. That means homogeneous and heterogeneous reactions. Now what is the homogeneous reaction? Now homogeneous reaction is the reaction in which all the reactants and all the products are in the same phase. That means if the reactants are in the gaseous phase, then the product must be in the gaseous phase. Such reaction, uniform reaction, in which all the reactant and products are present in the same phase, is called as the homogeneous reaction. For example, if the two different organic liquids we take and mix them into each other, they get mixed together and there is the homogeneous, that is the solution is formed. That is the homogeneous. Now see here, homogeneous reaction, in the homogeneous equilibria or reaction, all reactants and products are in the same phase. For example, dissociation of hydrogen iodide. Now this hydrogen iodide get dissociated as twice HI gas, as his reactants are in the gaseous phase, it gives hydrogen gas and iodine gas. So all the reactants and products are in the same phase, that is the gaseous phase. So the dissociation of hydrogen iodide is the homogeneous reaction, or it is the homogeneous equilibrium. Now what is the heterogeneous reactions? Now in heterogeneous reactions or in heterogeneous equilibria, the reactants and products are not in the same phase. That means they are present in the different phases. So in heterogeneous equilibria or reaction, reactant and products are in the different phases. For example, formation of this ammonium chloride, which is in the solid state. It requires the ammonia gas and chlorine gas. Now the reactants are in the gaseous phase, but this ammonium chloride is that is the product is in the solid phase. That means reactant products are in the different phases. So this is the not uniform reaction, that is the heterogeneous equilibria or heterogeneous reaction. Now let us learn about the equilibrium constant for heterogeneous equilibria. Now consider the heterogeneous equilibria as this ethanol, which is in the liquid form, gets changes into the gaseous form after vaporization. So the Kc is given by using the law of mass action as Kc is equal to concentration of the product divided by concentration of the reactants. But the concentration of this liquid ethanol is constant, or it is, suppose it is uniform in a unit, that is 1. So what is the Kc then? Kc is equal to only the concentration of this vapor or gaseous ethanol. Now let us learn about the units of equilibrium constant. Why units? Because the units of equilibrium constant depends upon the expression of equilibrium constant. How the expression is there? Now here see, here is only Kc is only the concentration of the gaseous ethyl alcohol. That is moles per decimeter cube. Such type of units may be different. If the both of the reactant and that is the products are in the same, that is units, then the units may cancel and there is no unit for the Kc. So we have to learn about the units of equilibrium constant, and the units of equilibrium constant depends upon the expression of Kc. How is the expression of Kc and which is different for different equilibria? We know that the expression of Kc. Now for this equilibrium, the expression of Kc is in this way. So the units are also different. Now let us learn how the different units are there for the Kc. Now pay attention, students, how the units of the equilibrium constant Now pay attention here how the units of the equilibrium constant that is depends on the type of the reaction, or how the unit of the equilibrium constant are different in the different reactions. Now to calculate the unit of this equilibrium constant, consider the different reaction. Now consider the first reaction, reaction number 1. As H2 gas plus I2 gas gives twice HI gas. Now this is the homogeneous reaction. Now Kc is given by, according to the law of mass action, concentration of the product raised by the coefficient, here coefficient is 2, divided by product of the concentration of the reactants raised by their coefficient. Now here this H2 and I2 do not have any coefficient, so here only concentration of H2 into concentration of I2 gas. Now we know that the concentration is given in the unit moles per decimeter cube, that is moles per liter. Decimeter cube means liter. Now here the how the unit of Kc is calculated then? Now this concentration of HI is given in mole per decimeter cube, that is moles per liter, and there is the power of this 2 raised by 2. Again the concentration of hydrogen is given as mole per decimeter cube, and the concentration of iodine as moles per decimeter cube, because concentration is given into moles per decimeter cube. Now here this becomes concentration, or that is moles per decimeter cube bracket square divided by this, multiply by this means moles per decimeter cube bracket square. Now these both get cancelled here. So as all the unit cancel out, so for the reaction number 1, for this reaction, Kc have no unit, no any unit. It is unitless quantity in case of this reaction number 1. Now see what happened in reaction number 2. What is the unit of Kc in reaction number of this type 2? Here is the formation of ammonia gas from nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas. So N2 gas plus thrice H2 gas gives twice NH3 gas. Now this get balance here. Now 3 multiplied by 2, 6. 2 multiplied by 3, 6. Hydrogens are 6 and nitrogens are 2 atoms of the nitrogen. Now we know that the concentration is given into moles per decimeter cube. So by applying the law of mass action to this equilibrium, what is Kc? That is the expression of Kc is equal to concentration of this product ammonia raised by 2, because coefficient is 2 here, divided by multiplication of the concentration of reactants. So this is the reactant nitrogen, concentration of nitrogen into concentration of hydrogen raised by this coefficient 3. Now this becomes, the unit becomes mole per decimeter cube bracket square divided by moles per decimeter cube, because here is no any power, that means 1, and into moles per decimeter cube raised by 3. Now this becomes Kc, unit of Kc is equal to moles per decimeter cube bracket square divided by moles per decimeter cube raised to 4. 1 plus 3, that is the 4. Now this becomes moles per decimeter cube bracket raised to minus 2, because this 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2. If there is division, then we have to subtract their powers. And this, if we that is multiply this, or there is the we know the, that is the rules of the powers here. So it becomes moles raised to minus 2 into decimeter raised to minus 3 into minus 2. What that becomes? Plus 6. So moles raised to minus 2, decimeter raised to 6. Now this is the unit of Kc for this second type of reaction. Then you Did you understand, student, how the units of Kc get difference? If the reactions are different, their expression of Kc are different. Now let us learn about again about this equilibrium constant again. Now we are learning here the characteristics of the equilibrium constant. How the characteristics of equilibrium constant are there? What are the features or what are the properties of the equilibrium constant? Now number one property is that the value of equilibrium constant is independent of initial concentration of either the reactant or product. Now we know that equilibrium comes always when the rate of forward reaction and rate of backward reaction becomes equal. So initially the concentration of reactants and that of the products are different because the concentration of reactants is maximum initially and the concentration of products is very minimum initially. But always the equilibrium constant is calculated or measured when there is equilibrium state is established or attained. So what is the first feature or characteristics of this equilibrium constant? That's the value of the equilibrium constant does not depends on the initial concentration of reactants or products. Now this is very simple. First characteristic of the equilibrium constant. Second one is that equilibrium constant is temperature dependent, because we know that as temperature increases the reaction becomes faster and faster, and therefore this equilibrium constant Kc is temperature dependent. Hence Kc and Kp both change with the change in temperature. Both equilibrium constant, that is the Kp is the equilibrium constant for the gaseous reaction and Kc is the equilibrium reaction for the solution reaction. Both this equilibrium constant, that is the Kc and Kp, depends on temperature. Remember that. And they changes as the temperature changes. Now this is the second characteristic of the equilibrium constant. Third is that equilibrium constant has a characteristic value and for a particular reversible reaction and represented by the balance equation at a given temperature. Now the value you are seeing here for these different reactions, the value of Kc or units of Kc becomes different. Therefore, the value of the equilibrium constant has a characteristic value. The equilibrium constant has the characteristic value for a particular reaction, and it is represented by the balanced reversible particular reaction, and from that balanced particular reaction we can write the expression for the equilibrium constant. So the value of the equilibrium constant depends upon the reversible balanced chemical reaction, particular reaction. Now next, higher the value of Kc or Kp means more is the concentration of product is formed and the equilibrium point is more toward the right hand side and vice versa. That means if the value of Kc is maximum or more, what this denote? This denote that the forward reaction is that is the more faster than the reverse reaction, and the reaction always favors from reactant to product. So they tells us that the higher value of Kc and Kp means more concentration of product is formed, more, that is the forward reaction is formed, that reactant to product, more is the concentration of product is formed and the equilibrium point is more towards the right hand side of the reaction, and vice versa means if the value of Kc is less, then the reaction favors, that is the reverse reaction favors, and now that is the about the characteristics of the equilibrium constant. We will learn the application of equilibrium constant into the next lecture. Now in this, if you understand, student, the units of equilibrium constant Kc, what is homogeneous and heterogeneous equilibria or reactions, and also the characteristics of the equilibrium constant, then you like share and subscribe this video, and tell the other 11 science students of the other colleges to subscribe this video, because this is very important for the JEE, that is entrance examination, for NEET, and all these there is the 11 science syllabus. So total syllabus you have to learn in this year of the 11 science, because 50% marks for the entrance examination also on the that is the syllabus of 11 science. So thank you student.